Good evening, welcome to Sunday night Facebook Live. My name's Kelley, Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland. I'll just wait for some people to make their way on before we get started. So this is our card for tonight. Also just, and there's the notification, get it up on the computer so that I can follow along and see any comments that might pop up. Auckland. Any comments? Mute. Hi there, hi Andrea. Hope you're well. So this is our, maybe I'll go in a little bit. This is the card that we're going to make tonight, and it opens up like that, and then it's nice and close. You could put a belly band on if you wanted to, but I thought it was quite sweet when I saw it. So you open up here like that, and it will open and then close. So I've used some of the, I think it probably needs a belly band. Hi Lisa. Oh, that's good to hear, Andrea. It might need a belly band, but then it is a pain with if you have embellishments that stick out like that. How are you, Lisa? Hope you're well. Alright, so I'll just pop that up to the side. I might need to go zoom back in again. And so we're going to use, sorry, there's going to be a little bit of glare. So this is some of the Splendid Day. Hi, Sylvia. And so I've chosen to use this one as the second one, so there might be a little bit of glare on it. I'll try and keep it facing the other way. So our card base is a piece of designer series paper, which looks a little bit crooked. Sorry, I think that looks a bit crooked. So I'm just going to pop that in. I thought it was my eyes. Hi hello Alison from Waiheke. 6 3/4 it should be. No, it's not that crooked. Now I've just probably made a mess of the edge of it. It's not really that crooked, it must be my eyes. Okay, so 6 3/4 long by, no sorry, wide by 8 5/8. So 5/8 is just the second little line after the halfway, after the half mark. So I'm going to score it this side. Now when I was doing this, when I was watching was it Lisa I was watching? No, Rachel Tessman. She did like a 2 3/4 inch score. Because our cardstock is slightly different to theirs, I've actually gone to the measurements that I want for the inside. So I'm actually going to do a score mark along the longest side, and that is at 5 7/8, which is our standard card size. And then I'm going to flip it this way so that it's at 4, which is just slightly narrower than our normal. No, I need to go this way. So you do need to think about it. So the top, you want to have the smaller piece at the top, so when you're measuring, that's fine. And then what you want to do is you want to have your 4-inch piece. When you've got it flipped around this way, you want to have your 4-inch piece at the lower half, and this piece up here will be roughly about 2 3/4, but it might be slightly smaller. I've just kind of adjusted. Now just remember, so you end up with that piece, you've got the smaller pieces on the left hand side and the wider piece on the right hand side. So our matting pieces, which is our 3 3/4, which I think I've cut that too narrow, I've cut that too wide, so I'll just trim that. I'm actually going to go 3/4 and that one as well. don't know if it's my glasses that are causing it to be kind of a bit curved. I feel like that's weird. So we're going to have, I've got grey granite and basic white, and this is going to go here. You don't have to use the grey granite if you don't want to. You can, I might just trim a little tiny bit off the top. So, one tiny bit to make a blinking mess of my card. So we went shopping yesterday afternoon for a little bit of a birthday present and a belated Father's Day present, and I got myself a cricket. So I've just been having a little play with it, and it's going to be, I have to watch myself so it's not so as addictive as hi Helen, not as addictive as Stampin' Up, but I have been doing this, well, not for Christmas, but I have been doing a similar thing, Helen, and I have been organising tonight's card and Wednesday and Sunday night's card. So it's been quite a nice relaxing day. My daughter's been at dance and we just had to go and drop her off and pick her up, so it's been a lovely day. Oh no, is there? That might be dangerous, Lisa. A teacher's cricket page. Oh, why is that hidden? That's weird. I don't remember hiding that. Oh, that's some really bad luck with your phone, don't you? Okay, so we're going to pop this in, and we're going to have the thinner panel at the left hand side. I'm going to just do, now this one, there's a couple of wages. Yeah, I don't think I'll join the teacher's cricket page. I think that might be a little bit dangerous. So the measurements that I was working from was obviously American, and she had it at 5 5/8, which is quite a way over. I think I went to about 5.5 there, and then come back this way and count 5.5 back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, which is about 7. You can use this, and I know that some people will prefer to do that because that doesn't look right. That's because that's only 4.5, Kelley. We're going to go to 5.5. Alright. And this is just to get your score mark. So you're going to pop your points there. Now I've done it at 5.5, but I can feel that that's actually not in the right spot. So instead of scoring it and messing it up for myself, I'm actually going to put my it's definitely a rabbit hole that you can go down, isn't it, the cricket, but yeah, I was like, I just need the little one, and Matt's like, yeah, but the little one only does little bits, and you might want to make a banner. When have I ever made a banner? He's like, yes, but you haven't been able to make a banner. Alright, so I want this to come in here, and I want this to be nice and flexible. Again, being careful because, you know, DSP is thinner than, so you don't want it to tear. So basically you want to have a score line that goes from there all the way across to there. So you can, now how did I watch? I watched her do this. So you can actually just fold that in and fold that in. So you fold this back on itself, so you get the score there, like so, to end up with that. And then you do the same with this one, and pinch it in, and then oops, line that up with the top, nice and straight. And I found that this is probably the easiest way to do it, because then you get your, so you don't want to do that, I go this way, and you get your score marks in the right place. And let's see, yeah, I was a little bit out with my measurements, so yeah, I got the Maker 3, I think it's called. It was a toss-up between the Maker and the Explorer. That's kind of what I wanted it for, is for like labels. I was getting annoyed with our pantry, and so I was like, oh, the Joy will be fine, because that's kind of all I want it to do. But I've already printed a sunflower to put on my laptop, on the case. So yeah. Now what I also discovered is that this actually overlaps a little bit here, and it annoyed me. So it's this little tiny bit, so I'm going to pop that in just over the other side of the, but if it doesn't worry you, leave it, okay? It's a very small amount that's going to cause not that many problems for you, but if you are like me and that didn't line up very nicely and it was annoying you, just trim it off. So there's the card base, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop this piece of grey granite in here. Is it grey granite? No, it's crumb cake. Oh, Sahara Sand. Oh my gosh, get it right, Cal. Sahara Sand on the end of that. Including the kids' uniforms. Yeah. I don't know that I'll go to the kids' uniforms, but definitely my plan was to label, especially my stamping stuff, like, you know, I've got this one with my name on it, but putting it on my kit ones that I use for classes and stuff, just so it's easier to keep the kits together. Alright, now on this one, it depends how you're going to decorate it. I might put that on the inside and stamp, and put a piece of vellum there. Actually, I think we'll do that. I also have some pieces to cut out. My family's getting very vocal in the kitchen, so I hope that's not coming through to you guys. An inch out is, it is, but it's like, it's not an inch, it's like 1/8 of an inch. So, you know, if you don't want to, if you're giving it to someone that doesn't really like, yeah, I feel you, I really feel you, but I was going to leave it, actually, I really was, but I just couldn't do it. So I had to tell you that it was going to happen. Alright, so what I've also got is some of the green that I had used from my previous one, and I'm going to bring in our little friend over here, which I should have probably got ready. So it's kind of annoying because it's not just the cricket that you buy, is it? It's all the extra bits, and you know, it's a bit like when you buy the cut and emboss machine and you need to then have something else, and you need to have something else, and so I went online and ordered a trolley from Kmart so that I could have it on a trolley and not have to rearrange too much. So I'm going to pop a piece of this in. This is the set that it goes with, the Splendid Thoughts. So I'm going to do a little bit of stamping with that, and I thought we might just use a piece of this and do a little bit of die cutting with that. And that one. Oh, you're funny, Andrea. See, I'm helping. I honestly am helping. I'm being honest. I can, you know, if you did it with the American sizing, it probably wouldn't be a problem, but our cardstock is slightly different sizing, so it makes it a little bit more frustrating when you're trying to do. I'm trying to keep our cards to the same as, you know, the same size as what we normally have, so we don't have to do too much to it to fit our envelopes and stuff. Oh my gosh, why is that not cut? But it doesn't always work, does it? Same with that one. Where is it not cut? Let's go this way. Good old Snips. Don't cut the wrong thing. Obviously just didn't go through enough. Alright, so and I wanted a piece of this, and I wanted to cut this piece out to stamp on. Pop that away. These lovely clean new plates, aren't they lovely? A tweezer set for Christmas. I had to ask if I could return something as I didn't. It got me a tweezer set for Christmas. I had to ask if I could return for something else as I don't have a Cricut. Oh, Andrea. Could you just like take the label off that says Cricut? Maybe? So that you're not, it doesn't stress you out so much. But I get, like, it was funny because we were looking at the Cricut and they've got like all these millions of tools that go with it. And Matt was like, oh, you should get this. And I was like, yeah, but I've got a trimmer and I've got a good trimmer. I don't need another trimmer. And he's like, yeah, but you might, you know, you might. And I was like, no, I don't need to spend $70 just to get another trimmer when I've got a good trimmer. So then I had to go around and decide what was the better option, and fortunately at a sale he didn't offer to buy me a Cricut, as I reckon I'd have a panic attack trying to figure out how to use it. Well, you know, I have to say I've put it off for a long time, and it wasn't until my pantry started to get the better of me and I couldn't oh yeah, that did work, and I couldn't get the labels that I wanted because I had Tupperware labels. And now you can't get Tupperware labels, and they don't really go with, you know, they don't have gluten-free flour and gluten-free this and all of that sort of stuff, so it was a little bit frustrating. I think I just like embossed that on it, but I feel ya, because, you know, I went in to pay $300, and I have to say, I got it yesterday and I had to play around with my, had to play around on my laptop and on my phone, and it wasn't doing what I wanted, so I had a bit of a spaz and excuse me, and turned it off and put it away. But then I figured out it was probably because I didn't have the machine turned on and I was trying to do everything while it wasn't turned on, so you can't exactly connect things when the machine isn't even plugged in, so you know. All right. So now I am going to I have to probably restrain myself. I've only got a certain length Yeah, I've put it off for a long time. So we went in to buy the $300 and something one, and came out with the $700 and something one. But it was interesting because my brother-in-law does model cars, like amazing model cars, and so he wanted to make his own decals. Well, he made his own decals anyway, but he wanted one to make his own decals. And so he got his, and I mentioned that I wanted one. He's like, "Oh, Cal, don't get the Joy." He says, "Get the next one. You'll regret getting the little one for what you want to do, or what you'll want to do on it." So he was kind of an enabler, and then, you know, Matt's just permanently an enabler. So, but never mind. I shouldn't complain. If I don't have it, you won't miss it. Yeah. Yes, that is true. That is very true. If you don't have it, you won't miss it. My hope is now that I've spent all this money, that I actually use it, because I'm going to be really mad at myself if I don't. Just have to make sure that I do. So I'm going to use these two stamps just to give a bit of background. And what did I use? Let's Celebrate and Sending Hugs, I think we'll use. There. So my piece here, I'm going to do the opposite of what I've done on the other one. Oops. And I'm going to pop this on the inside here, just gives us a little bit of decoration. And then on the front here, I'm going to put a piece of vellum. Hi, Catherine, no problem. Yes, you can, Lisa. It'll depend if I've got the stuff, obviously, but I'm sure we can. Oh, let's do some stamping on the vellum. I will share my creation. What are you having for tea, Catherine? We had roast pork and scallop potatoes. It was very yum. Now, just as a FYI, in case you aren't used to using vellum, let it dry, because our ink is water-based, so it's going to take a little bit longer to dry than on cardstock, but just to give it, if you're willing to give it something, obviously Sahara Sand is quite a light piece too, but I just thought it would be quite nice to give it something a little bit more. Maybe mine's a little bit, I don't know, it's quite a fine ink. Right, so I'm going to say, let's celebrate, sending hugs here, and it might need re-inking actually, never mind. You got Indian takeaways, yum. It's yum if you can get a good, what is it? A piece of scrap paper. Ouch. We drive half an hour to get our Indian takeaways, so. Alright, now I'm putting this in the bottom right hand corner because you'll see it when it goes in here. Alright, like that. So when it's folded, you'll see a little part of it there. Oh no, Lisa. It's a fine line, isn't it, for it to catch and when you go off to do something. It's a very fine line. Okay, so that's going there. I'm going to pop this one I'm going to just open this glue and put this one in here, like so, and then we'll close this over, and I'm going to pop this one here. Oh, you can't really see it, but that's okay. And I'm going to pop some glue here. Now when you put glue on foil, don't move it, because once it's in place it'll smudge if it's not, so you can't actually see the Stampin on there now, but that's okay, because I'm going to pop a couple of these bits on here. That one and that one on top. I'm going to put some dimensionals on the back of that, because you can't actually see from behind. KFC. We don't have that very often, but well, we've had it more often lately actually. But being it's only Piper and I that can have it now, so I like their the KFC burgers are my go-to. Wonder if I can pop that there. No, a bit more there. Take those off, and then just stick that on this side there. If it'll be happy chappy and keep it in place, and then I can pop a little bit of glue. We've been watching the I'm surprised, to be honest. I didn't think Matt would be into it, but he's been watching the coverage of the Queen and our new King and all of that kind of stuff. It's been quite interesting, some of the things that they've talked about. I don't know if anyone else is into royals or anything like that. But yeah, it's made for some interesting television over the weekend, that's for sure. With different protocols and things. It's interesting, the stuff that you don't know about until situations like this. Pardon me. Okay, so I'm going to pop this one in the front. And then, this one in the front. And then this one, probably going to get lost, but that's okay. It might stand out a bit more. There we go. Get this out of the way. Card 1 and card 2, and it does stand up quite nicely by itself. Just seeing my shirt in the screen that I don't really want to see. So that is our, so you've got the difference with the vellum and then just a piece of cardstock, and that one's got the cardstock on the inside, this one's just plain on the inside. So I hope you give that a go. I'd love to see. Oh, that'd be amazing actually, wouldn't it, Catherine? My friend was over there for work. I think like arrived the day before she passed away and went and up to Windsor Castle, and she said it was quite a surreal kind of atmosphere and feeling around there. Thanks, Helen. Yeah, so interesting times ahead, that's for sure. All right, we are going to switch over now. Andrea, you did both. Alison and Helen, you did one, is that right? Yep, you just catch up with that before I switch over. And it's dead on 8 o'clock. Right, I'm going to switch over. Please do let me know if I have missed you off the wheel this week. And oops, I've got Andrea twice, Alison and Helen just popped in a little while ago this afternoon. So if that is everyone, good luck, ladies. Let me just make sure that there's no last second. Yes. Oh, if it comes up, I'll add you. All right, good luck. 25% chance of winning tonight's winning wheel. Do 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 do. Alison. Whoop whoop. Congratulations, Alison. And let me find my mouse. Where's it gone? There it is. And we will take that out. And I wonder who might win this one. Andrea, maybe? Good luck, ladies. Oh, Andrea. Congratulations to Andrea and Alison. I will get in touch with you to organise your prizes soon. Thank you very much for joining me tonight, ladies. I hope that you have a wonderful start to the week, and I look forward to seeing your creations if you get a chance to make one before next Sunday. Don't forget you have got the whole week to post your card. A nice way of using up some designer series paper that we have. Yeah, the A-team again, for sure. Yeah, so have a lovely week, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye for now.